hello everyone. This is a bit of an update, progress update on the mine. So it's it's New Year's Eve, so it should be a big night tonight for everyone. But yeah, so progress update. Where are we at with this? So we're in a very good place. Basically, I only really need to get three-phase power connected, as well as get the solar panels up on the roof, and I can start the business. So there's been a lot of work that's been done. So all the cabling's been done, all the communication systems are set up. You can see there's very bright lighting in here, the microphone's set up, the cameras are all set up. I've got different feeds from different cameras which I can cut to live throughout when I'm giving these sorts of presentations. I can cut to other material on YouTube or videos that I've produced when I'm doing these live streams as well. I can put up graphics on the screen, so there's a couple of graphics that are coming up now from the INTJ archive, so I can do this sort of live streaming and teaching and interacting with those of you who are interested in what I've got to say. And I can see all that live on the screen while I'm talking as well. I can see you live your comments, and I can interact with you. So yeah, I can also cut to some Simpsons memes for people like Hunter Katie's, who gets bored with pretty much everything else except The Simpsons. So I've included some of those in there as well. What else? I can try cutting to different camera angles. So I've got a number of cameras that are set up watching the crypto mine from different angles. So obviously the security of the mine is important, so I need to have cameras watching 24/7, and they're watching and they're recording everything from the mine, both internal and external, and all that's recorded to a Linux NVR, and I can go through and I can play back all of that footage, and I can see it in real time as well. So you can see with this video source here, the crypto mine. If you look closely at the fence in the background, you can see the grey conduit, and that's where the Cat6 networking cable goes into the control center, as well as into the internet router. So getting all that cabling set up was a lot of time and effort and stuffing around, but I've done it properly, I've done it professionally. There's no blue cables hanging out anywhere except one which is up very high. I've got to run a guy wire to finalise that. So there's only a little bit of networking cabling that needs to go on from here. What else? So I can display images from the INTJ archive of supercomputing images. So I can pretty much, this is pretty much set up as a place where I can do teaching, right? Where I can talk about HPC, or I can talk about Bitcoin mining or cryptocurrency mining, and any questions that you've got, I can answer them. Yeah, so the technology has come a long way. It's still difficult to set up. It's still a nightmare to get all the configuration settings right, and I'm sure there's going to be teething problems with the stream at times. I've already had some issues with drop frames. So yeah, all my settings I've had to put into a spreadsheet because there's a lot of stuff there. There's other people who potentially will be helping me with this business. You know, my family, including my family, and other people who might need to be employed on a contract basis. So if I'm overseas and I need somebody to come into the mine and set some computer equipment up, they can do that. Yeah, so for example, if I was over in Thailand and I wanted to set up a new mining machine, what I could do, I could buy it from Bitmain in China, have it shipped here. My brother Cameron has got a key. He can come in here, he can plug that Bitcoin miner into the network, and I can access the web interface from Thailand, and I can also access this computer here within the mine. So this computer here It's been set up with full communications capabilities. It's got Skype, it's got a HD camera, it's got these headphones as well because it's going to be very noisy in here. My brother or my mother can sit down here. I can guide them through whatever hands-on tasks they need to do here in the mine to add that capability that I need for extra processing power to mine more crypto. Yeah, so over here we've got all the shelving units where the mining machines are going to go, and I could probably fit I mean, within this facility I could probably fit 100 mining machines quite easily. Obviously I can go up higher and I can fit some more shelving units in here as well. So yeah, we're in a good place with all of this. So the panels go up on 1st and the 2nd of February. Hopefully by that time I'll have the 3-phase power connected, but I could pretty much start this business in February and see how it goes. Have it ticking over, go into my day job, and you know, continue working my day job and doing this on the side. So yeah, at some point I'm going to put up some Tesla Powerwalls, and those Powerwalls will enable me to run the mining units at night. So I think it's important that I run the units 24/7. The whole key to this whole operation though is cheap power, so I've got to have solar, I've got to have Powerwalls. Yeah, so if you've got any questions, post them now and I'll answer them for you. I can access YouTube via the stream as well, and do YouTube presentations. So see if we can bring one up now. See if I can bring up one of my. Yeah, I'll bring this up. This is one of my YouTube videos about HPC. So yeah, I can cut to various different sources, video, media, graphics, etc. whilst I'm talking and interacting with you. I can access the internet as well and provide a browser window up on the screen. So yeah, we can do some pretty cool teaching from within this room. I'm very interested in teaching, but I'll only do teaching on my own terms, and that means I don't want to work in any kind of teaching institution or anything like that. It's got to be on my terms. So YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, that's where I'll put up my presentations, and if you want to interact with me, you can interact with me here in the mine. And yeah, I think teaching is a very noble profession, and it's something that I really want to do. I want to pass on knowledge to the next generation and help people in society. I think it's an important thing to do. But for instance, if I was to go over to Thailand and teach, I would have to, I guess, work for an institution, and I don't want to do that. I think it's better off if I've got complete control over my material, which I can present to people, and complete freedom in discussing whatever subjects I want. Okay, I don't want to be bound by any institution's policies or governance or any of that stuff, right? I set the policies, I set the governance, I set the topics, the things that I want to talk about, along with yourselves. If you've got anything that you'd like me to cover, I'll cover that for you. Yes, so we're in a good place with the Bitcoin mine at the moment. Yeah, no questions at the moment from anyone, so I'll wait a couple of minutes. I'll stay online, and if you've got any questions, make some comments, and I'll answer them as best I can. Problem yet? Yeah. So yeah, some of the communications within the mine, high definition Logitech HD 1080p webcam, Logitech headphones and microphone, Logitech speakers, high powered speakers. This control PC has got I think 4 gigabytes of graphics memory, so very good communication machine, set up with Windows 10 Professional. So I'm a big fan of Linux, and I would have rather had Linux, a Linux system in here, but when it comes to multimedia, really, I want to have as few troubles as possible, and that means having Windows here on the desktop. I might put or put a Linux machine in here, probably running CentOS 7, and yeah, so the next system that I'll put in here will probably be the Asus B250 Mining Expert motherboard, and yeah, I'll connect up either some Radeon or some NVIDIA graphics cards for that, and start the mining process. So on this PC here, this is running a full Bitcoin core node. So I put up a post about that, and yeah, it's got a full copy of the Bitcoin blockchain on it now. It finalized the download last night. It was over 157 gigabytes in size, I think. So you can imagine how big that blockchain is going to get in time. But yes, that's where we're at. So I'll cut that here. I'd like to wish everyone a happy New Year. I might be in here later on tonight. If some friends come over, we might have a couple of drinks and do some live broadcasting from the mine. If I don't see you before then, have a great night tonight and enjoy yourselves, and look forward to chatting with you again in the new year. Alright, see you.